This is the story of Alibaba, a company built by Jack Ma. Jack Ma is known for his big ideas and his drive to succeed. He started Alibaba and changed how people shop online. He also played a big part in making China's economy stronger. Alibaba's story is amazing. It shows how a company can grow really fast, overcome difficulties and change how businesses work in China. We're going to look at Jack Ma's journey from his simple beginnings to becoming a famous person around the world. We'll see how Alibaba became so successful, the important things it achieved, and the problems it faced. One really important thing we'll talk about is how Alibaba worked with the Chinese government, which had a big impact on the company. By understanding Alibaba's story, we can get a better idea of what's next for technology in China and the rest of the world. Starting with very little, Jack Ma's journey is a testament to perseverance and vision. The early life and struggles of Jack Ma. Jack Ma's story is all about never giving up and following your dreams, no matter how many obstacles you face. He was born as Ma Yun in Hangzhou, China in 1964, a time when the country was undergoing significant changes. His life wasn't always easy, especially when he was young. He faced numerous challenges and setbacks. He didn't get into college the first 2 times he tried, but he didn't let that stop him. Instead, he used these failures as motivation to work even harder. He kept working hard and finally went to Hangzhou Normal University, where he began to find his true calling. He did really well in his studies and found that he loved learning English, a passion that would shape his future career. This love for English led him to become an English teacher, which ended up being really important for his future. Teaching gave him confidence and a new perspective on life. In the early 1990s, Jack Ma used the internet for the first time while visiting the United States. This experience was a turning point for him. He knew right away that the internet could be really important, so he went back to China with a plan. He wanted to connect Chinese businesses to the rest of the world using the internet. This vision was both ambitious and revolutionary. Even though things didn't work out perfectly at first, Ma never stopped believing in the power of the internet. His persistence and unwavering belief were key to his eventual success. In 1999 he started Alibaba, and that's when his incredible journey really took off. The company grew rapidly, transforming the way business was done in China and around the world. From a small apartment to a huge company, the rise of Alibaba. Alibaba started in Jack Ma's apartment, a humble beginning that would soon transform into a global empire. The company grew incredibly fast. People believed in Ma's vision for the internet, and his leadership inspired them to work tirelessly. Alibaba quickly became a major player in online shopping in China, revolutionizing the way people shopped. Alibaba.com helped connect companies that make things in China with people who wanted to buy those things all over the world, bridging gaps and creating new opportunities. This was a smart move because China is really good at making things, and Alibaba capitalized on this strength. Big investments from companies like Goldman Sachs and SoftBank helped Alibaba grow even more, providing the necessary capital to expand. In 2003, Alibaba created Taobao, a website where people could buy and sell things to each other, fostering a new era of e-commerce. Taobao quickly became the most popular online marketplace in China, dominating the market and changing consumer habits. Alibaba didn't stop there. They expanded into new areas like online payments with Alipay, making transactions easier and more secure. They also ventured into cloud computing with Alibaba Cloud, providing robust and scalable solutions for businesses. And they launched delivery services with Cainiao Network, ensuring efficient logistics and timely deliveries. By doing so many different things, Alibaba became a giant in the technology world, diversifying its portfolio and increasing its influence. Today, millions of people and businesses in China use Alibaba's services every day, making it an integral part of daily life and commerce. Dealing with the government Alibaba and the challenges of Chinese regulation. As Alibaba grew quickly, it faced some significant challenges because of the Chinese government's strict rules and regulations. The rapid expansion of the company brought it under the scrutiny of regulatory bodies. The company had to find a delicate balance between making money and following the government's priorities. This often meant navigating complex regulatory landscapes and ensuring compliance with evolving policies. The government started paying more attention to technology companies and made new rules to prevent any one company from having too much power. These regulations were aimed at maintaining control over the rapidly growing tech sector. When Ant Group, a company connected to Alibaba, had to stop its plans to go public in 2020, it showed that the government was serious about controlling big tech companies. This move sent shockwaves through the industry and highlighted the extent of regulatory power. Alibaba also had to deal with the government's efforts to control what people could see and do on the internet. This included strict internet censorship and monitoring online activities. This included things like censorship, blocking websites from other countries, and encouraging people to use Chinese websites and apps. The government aimed to create a controlled and secure online environment. Alibaba had to adapt to these restrictions to keep operating in China. This required constant vigilance and strategic planning to ensure compliance with the latest regulations. The relationship between Alibaba and the Chinese government is complicated and always changing. It involves continuous negotiation and adaptation to new policies. Alibaba knows that it needs to work carefully with the government to be successful in the future. The company's ability to navigate these challenges will be crucial for its sustained growth and success. The Disappearing Act, Jack Ma's retreat, and its impact. In late 2020, Jack Ma disappeared from public view after criticizing Chinese regulators. His absence raised questions about Alibaba's future, causing its share price to tumble. Speculation about Ma's silence ranged from government intervention to avoiding conflict. Ma resurfaced in early 2021, but his appearances are now infrequent and controlled. His retreat marked a turning point for Alibaba and China's tech sector. It highlighted the risks of challenging the Chinese government. The episode underscored the tension between control and entrepreneurial spirit. Built on innovation, Alibaba's enduring impact. Even with the challenges, Alibaba has had a huge impact on China and the world's economy. The company made China a leader in online shopping, connecting businesses and shoppers like never before. Alibaba helped millions of small businesses succeed, creating jobs and helping the economy grow. Its platforms changed how people live their daily lives, making it easier to buy and sell things. Alipay, Alibaba's payment system, changed how people pay for things even in remote areas. Alibaba shows how innovative China can be, inspiring people who want to start their own businesses all over the world. Its success shows that amazing things can happen anywhere, and that innovation doesn't just come from one place. The road ahead, Alibaba, Jack Ma, and the future of big tech in China. Alibaba is facing a tech world that's changing quickly, and a government that wants to be more involved. It's really important for Alibaba to work well with the government as it makes new rules for technology companies. The government wants to make sure that people's data is protected, that no single company is too powerful, and that technology is used in a way that's good for society. Alibaba needs to find a balance between achieving its own goals and following the government's priorities. If Alibaba can adapt to the changing rules, it can avoid problems and limitations. Even with these challenges, Alibaba is in a good position to keep growing. The company is investing in new technologies like artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and the metaverse. No one knows for sure what will happen to Jack Ma, but his influence is still felt today. He will always be remembered as a visionary leader and a symbol of China's incredible growth.